Hello YouTube, it is Damien. It is Life Without Grealish. It is episode 3. Today we have some massive fixtures here in the Premier League as we go and play Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge under Thomas Tuchel. And we also play Liverpool with Palace in between. What I am going to do is I am going to give you these run of fixtures of Chelsea, Palace, Liverpool, City and Spurs. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you Chelsea and Liverpool here today and then follow it up with an immediate doubleheader in a second episode between City and Spurs. What we are going to do in terms of uploads, we are going to upload one of those videos later today. As of recording, it's the 16th. I am going to film, edit, and upload today, and we'll give you the City Spurs game as a special little episode as we try to upload like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, or something close to that. We'll give you an episode on a Tuesday. Why not as well? The support for the series has been great. I thought that's where we're going to start as well. The views are up on the channel. If you are enjoying the content and the series, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We have so much coming out. So many plans for FM22, so please go and check it out. Links are down below to all the other content that we are doing as well with the podcast and pool. But enough plugging. We have got some massive fixtures. Firstly, Chelsea, they're in third. They're a great little side and are doing very well. And N'Golo Kanté is still the key player here. We'll have a look at their squad quickly, but I want to talk about one thing. Liverpool. They are on legitimate fire. They've only lost once in the Prem, and that was the City. And apart from that, they've been ballistic. Secondly, Lionel Messi thinks the Premier League's a joke. I think this is a great part of the save. Just seeing how Messi would do in the Prem. He's got 6 assists and 8 goals and 8 appearances. Just let that sink in. He's got 8 and 6 with 3 player of the matches. And in the Champions League, by standard, only 1 goal and 1 assist kind of means he's not doing it great. By the way, he's also scored 10 goals for Argentina this season. I think that's the first place to start. Second place to start. We haven't talked about this guy yet. Jack Grealish. As you can see here, City are second in the Prem, looking fantastic. Next episode we do play Grealish, which is great, but we're going to go have a look at him. As you can see in the team, he is playing out on the left-hand side, and look, he looks fantastic. Just for a $100 million player, to only played 7 times, all 7 of them have been starts, only 1 goal, maybe finding it a little bit difficult to adapt to Pep's system, is what I would say. I would definitely say that's not the worst, and in the Champions League has been that little bit more better in terms of his stats that you've seen down here. For me, it's 5 games played, 1 off the bench, 1 goal, 2 assists, and an average which is behind my face of 7.2. But yeah, he's been fantastic, and look, I think he's been fantastic. No, he hasn't. I think he's a fantastic player, is what I'm trying to say, but he hasn't really adapted yet. Now, it sometimes takes players 6 months to a year to maybe get used to it on FM, but I feel like an English player playing in the Premier League, they should adapt fairly quick. He might just be struggling with how Pep plays. But yeah, in terms of us though, we're still doing really good. Chelsea have a game in hand on us, which makes this game massive, but we have started to slide a little bit down the table, but nothing to be too worried about. The reason why is there has been a couple of draws, and we have been defeated for the first time in the Premier League. After the last episode, where we were the real deal, and a 1-1 draw and a 5-2 win against Man United, we did lose 1-0 at the Etihad. At the Etihad, sure. That's Man City's ground. At the Emirates, is what I was meant to say. Against Arsenal. As you can see here, very even game. Both teams had their chances. Arsenal just eventually took one with Willian really late off the bench. But yeah, look, it was bound to happen. It's just annoying that it comes to Arsenal. We then bounced back and beat Wolves 3-0. Leon Bailey and Ollie Watkins doing really well. Leicester, we drew 1-1. Never the worst result to draw to Leicester. Away at Leicester. But as you can see here, arguably the better side, but yet again, really struggling for a little bit of quality going forward. And then that did not happen against Norwich. We were on fire. Emi Buendia with 3 assists. This guy has probably been one of our best formed players over the last month. As you can see, 5 assists. He kind of gets them in clumps. It's the only thing I will say is I prefer a player that's consistent over a longer period. Emi Buendia will have a few games where he's off, and then bang, he's just going to run the show. And I really do rate him, obviously, as well. Important to note, Danny Ings, by the way, goal machine, this boy. He's an absolute goal machine, this bloke. But there we are. We then drew to newly promoted Brentford 1-1. By the way, Brentford having a really good year. Ivan Toney is someone I'm definitely keeping an eye on for seasons to come. But yeah, look, as you can see here, we conceded really early. Dunning's got a pen. We probably weren't the better team here. Let's say expected goal ratio, we were better. But as you can see from the stats, Brentford played some absolutely fantastic football, and I will take a 1-1 draw, seeing how well they played. But look, this is the run of form that will dictate how good we really are. Are we really fighting for a top 4 finish, or are we going to be happy here finishing, 10th or above? that is kind of the gist of how it's going here at the minute. Because after last episode, we drew to Everton, which isn't great, but we beat United 5-2. Huge. If we can go here and all of a sudden get a point off Chelsea, beat Palace, get points, if we could get 6 points out of Liverpool, City and Spurs, then we're in this fight, right, for top 4. If we only get 1 point out of these games and, Palace kind of has to be a win, so 4 points, then you're going, And if we get less than 4 points out of these run of games, then we're not probably good enough to look at Champions League at least. We might sneak into the 6th place race against Arsenal, Leeds and Spurs that you can see down there. And United having a torrid time of it at the minute. In terms of Chelsea and their transfer history, as you can see, that's all there. All the money and all that stuff is done. In terms of actual signings, they signed in the save Cesar Montes, Patrick Berg. I don't know why he keeps moving to clubs, Patrick, because I've never rated him. But yeah, as you can see here, just in terms of actual signings that the game has made, there we are, but no real big sales as well. They loaned out Trevor again, who, by the way, in the Premier League, fantastic. And if you like a little bit of Trevor, he's just joined me at La Coruña on my Twitch save. We are still, it's January, in 3rd spot in my first season in La Liga. Season 3, that is. We've gone back-to-back promotions, and we're in 3rd. And I've just made some absolutely unreal free signings. So if you want to check that out, links down below to the YouTube. In terms of to the YouTube, to the Twitch, you're currently watching on YouTube, go subscribe. You know what to do. In terms of the team, we are going to rotate back in because our last game was a few days ago. Mings had a bit of an injury knock, so we're going to do that and swap these two around. And McGinn is going to come back in for Douglas Luiz as well. But look, it's a pretty strong team. It's Martinez, Arias, Mings, Concert, Matty Target, Sanson, McGinn, Bailey Bundia, Watkins, and Danny Ings up top. I expect Chelsea to beat us, especially here at Stamford. But I believe that at home, we can give anyone a run for the money. As you can see, because of the database, Lukaku isn't here. Because when this database was loaded, Lukaku was still at Inter. As you can see, they've lined up with Mendy, James, Christensen, Sarr, Asby, Kante, Bakayoko. Interesting choice. Kovacic, who actually played really well, I thought, in Chelsea's first game in real life. Speaking about real life, Villa, huh? Who would have thought that, look, Watford were decent. Ismail Sarr, what a player, huh? Cycling GK, great YouTube channel as well. But Hudson-Odoi playing, that would never happen in real life because Thomas Tuchel does not like him, and Werner. Kai Havertz on the bench, which is an absolute win for us as well. Rudiger on the bench as well, that's a great win, and Mount on the bench as well. I do not mind that either. But look, it's okay. It's still a very strong Chelsea side, a Chelsea side that I think in real life can fight for the title. But I really, really am a strong believer that this title race, people aren't giving enough teams credit. City ain't running away with it this year. And I see a lot of teams saying Chelsea's the next one to make this step. I'm not trying to be biased, but I still think you've got to count Liverpool as the next heir to the throne because they've got all their players back. And then United went out and pumped Leeds 5-1 and looked incredible. And Bruno Fernandes is a pretty decent player at football. So, yeah, you won't rule United off. It could be a 4-horse race, and that's what we want to see in real life Premier League. Anyway, here we are, an early free kick. Well, not an early free kick, but an early free kick nonetheless with Ziyech, and Asby heads over. If someone told me this finishes 0-0 right now, I would snap their hands off. I highly doubt it's going to be, but you never know. Anyway, Leon Bailey now with the ball inside to Emi Bundia. Bailey beats one, drives, hits it, but straight at Mendy. Didn't catch it sweetly, but 20 minutes played. It's still 0-0, and the highlight's still going here with the Chelsea keeper. And Mendy throws to Bakayoko. Poor throw in. Danny Ings, does he get there? He does, and oh my, he's got to score. Once Ings gets there first, I know there's pressure from Mendy and the other centre-backs. He has to hit the target, and if he hits the target there, we are 1-0 to the good against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. When they make a mistake like that, you got to make them pay. Liverpool beating Leeds. Brentford have just got an equaliser against United. City are up against Watford. All sort of results going around. But as you can see here, we're not being disgraced. We're playing some good football, and it's been a very even half of football. We've had the biggest chance of the game too. I'm happy with that, boys. Few people not liking it. Bailey always doesn't like it. Bailey's come from this level of I played in the Bundesliga for a decent side. We should be aiming higher. I'm like, we're Aston Villa, mate. As much as I understand, and as much as they had a good season in real life, you got to remember it's Aston Villa. By the way, they just showed a little bit of heart in their game against Watford on the weekend. But just, I hope they do a bit better because, I want Villa to have a really good year because they've had a decent window. Speaking about that, Newcastle West Ham, what a game as well. Anyway, if you want to hear more Premier League talk, we're going to be talking about it all night on the podcast, so links down below to the pod. Anyway, Asby now, we have a ball. Mason Mount, who's off the bench, great little player running at us, giving him a little bit too much room between the lines there, and it finds Hudson-Odoi of all people. Hudson cuts it only into the hands of Martinez. We're used to seeing Hudson-Odoi being wasteful in real life, and he was wasteful there as well. Martinez now, surely you're rolling this out. Instead, he looks long to Ollie Watkins. Good kick, knocked down. Matty Target now. Runs inside. Morganson Sanson with the ball. I think we lack a really quality midfielder, to be fair. Like someone that's going to really run the show. Arias now. We were ball at feet. McGinn. Morganson Sanson. Ball through. Emi Buendia, touch finish. We are 1-0 up against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. I tell you, Emi Buendia, mate, he's a big game player. He's a big game player, is this boy. I really hope he does well for Villa in real life. But Emi Buendia, with a touch, the run, and the finish. We had the boys in position. Morganson Sanson looked up, and look at the run from Emi. Saying that Leon Bailey and he made the same run, which I don't particularly like. But in the end, it's just the space and the havoc that everyone created. Ings made a diagonal run to the left. Emi Buendia filled that space. I think Bailey saw that and tried to fill that space too. It does not bother me. Man United now winning. Arsenal now winning as well. We have been the better team. Bailey looking a little bit legless. We're going to make a change there for Trezeguet, who's been decent. Emi Buendia goes down. Referee plays advantage. Calls it back now as the cross didn't get in there. Kovacic is off. Chelsea are down to 10. That is massive for us as well. We are also going to make a change here. Morganson Sanson with Douglas Luiz as well. Going to move Buendia back a line. It doesn't like it back there. Interesting. Right. We'll do that. And Maximilian Myers is going to sit in and just do that to help keep the ball. And Douglas Luiz is going to be a bit more of the box-to-box. Could have just switched them two around. But yeah, just getting the couple of yellow cards off is what I'm doing. Leon Bailey also legless. Trezeguet coming in as well. Bang. All right. 80 minutes played. Here we go. We are 1-0 up against Chelsea, who are down to 10 men. We are going to stay on the front foot. That's our football. Right? I feel like we sit off, we give 10 men Chelsea a chance to really come and apply pressure on us. If we stay on the front foot, find Emi Buendia, it's game over. We are going to take 3 points away from Stamford Bridge. That is insane. That is massive. 2-0 up in the 87th minute. Emi Buendia is having a bit of a show. And we do look like the real deal. And this has, this is shaping our season, lads. It's shaping our season. What a ball is that from Arias. I'm definitely going to sign him, I think, next season for 7 and a bit mil. And we are 2-0 to the good. Time ticks away here. What a fantastic performance from the boys. But now our attention is focused, well, firstly on Palace, but you're not seeing that. We'll show you the highlights of it. But secondly, our attention is now focused on Liverpool and keeping out Messi, Salah, Mane, Jota, Bobby. Yeah, Liverpool are by far the best team in this comp. So, yeah, this is going to be really, really hard for us to do. But look, that's the second part of this episode. It's going to be interesting to see. How do we contain this side here? How would you contain it? How would you contain this side here? It's an unreal worldie of a side. Hopefully, though, we can do the job. And who knows, man, if we win that game, could we win the title in our first season? Who knows? Dare to dream, though. At the minute, though, we are fighting for those Champions League places. We just beat Chelsea 2-0. Welcome back, YouTube. It is now time to take on league leaders Liverpool. They have Messi, Salah, Mane, Jota, Bobby. They've got Van Dijk at the back. Alisson's one of the world's best. It's going to be a very tough time. Now, we did have a game against Palace, and you did think we were going to win this one. We got a little bit FM'd. We absolutely dominated Palace, and the 2 goals they have scored are just the pure, shithousery goals that you're ever going to see, really, on FM. We got absolutely FM'd. It sums it up. We beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. All of a sudden we're overperforming massively. We look like, oh my God, we should be beating Palace and we're going to, finish in the top 4. Maybe it's a bit early to say that, but you know what I mean. But yeah, anyway, great football, great build-up play. Emi Buendia is looking like a class player at the minute. And there we are. And then in the 46th minute of added time, AU with the most looping header you're going to see from a set piece goes in. Sometimes you just say too good. Too good indeed. And it's a great header. But, with 2 minutes left on the clock, basically as the clock strikes, half time, they get a free kick and it's a goal. Great Rabona across there, and there we are. But as you can see, in the 88th minute, ball gets headed away. Anderson just pops one in there. And with their third shot on target, Alessi scores. They had no other highlights apart from those 2. It was ridiculous. We had multiple. We hit the post a couple of times. It was one of those, man. We played unbelievably well and just somehow didn't win. Anyway, we do have Liverpool here, and they have been fantastic this season. Chelsea have also just drawn, which makes things very interesting here as well. In terms of for us, we did rotate in that last game. We are going to go back into as full strength as we can here. We kind of need to, don't we? But yeah, we'll see how we go. Morgan Santon's back from suspension as well. Trezeguet's going to come out for Ollie Watkins, and that is your team here. Ollie Watkins, by the way, apparently has been declining. I think he's good and he loves a big game, so yeah, we are. Anyway, your starting 11 is basically the same starting 11 that started against Chelsea, and everybody there on the bench that needs to be. Anyway, hopefully, fingers crossed, we play well here. We have Liverpool at Villa Park in a massive game. Jurgen Klopp's side reads out like this. It is Alisson, Trent, Gomez, Van Dijk, Robertson, the standard back four. Fabinho and Thiago, the best midfield two together. We have Henderson at the base. Or actually, it's Fabinho at the base and Thiago and Henderson. I read that the wrong way around. And then it's Salah through the middle, Mane on the left, and Lionel Messi on the right, which means the Ox, Konate, Keita, Tsimikas, Robertson, Joel Matip, Bobby, Milner and Shay Ojo make up the bench for Liverpool. That is a side that is worthy of winning the Premier League any season, and they are looking fantastic. We have a lot of work to do. For me, it's all about what can we do against Lionel Messi, Salah and Mane. If not, one of them is going to get us, the rest are going to. We are going to play our same way, which is just press the boys. Press and. Show Messi down on the right-hand side. Not even weaker foot, just always on the right. Now, we know his weaker foot is the right, but I'm specifically saying right. We are in the snow. The blue lines always look good on FM. I really love that on Football Manager as well. But here we go. I'm predicting we're going to get done by about 4 or 5 goals here because they are incredible. But if there's anything to be said, our form at Villa Park is good. But Messi has a free kick. And, well, I tell you what. When you see Messi step up, you think that he's going to score with a bit more of a better free kick than that. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. What else can you do? Messi with a shot from distance. Martinez has not been keeping his best at all. In real life, he's an absolute freak. On Football Manager, man, he just has moments of stupidity. And it's costing us Palace beating United, which is great, but we're 1-0 down for no fault of our own, really. Liverpool definitely have the better of the game, but, we have conceded a free kick that our goalkeeper should save. Cheeky dog, please stop. McGinn. With a ball, backstep. Ollie Watkins! Oh, headed over. Would have been a nice one. My dogs and the cats and all that are playing with, having a bit of a play fight, whatever, in the background. But yeah, Spurs beating Watford as well. Just this has been a little bit unlucky so far, first 33 minutes. And it's Messi on it again. And Lionel Messi steps back, ball in a Henderson front stick. Blocked by Mings, pulls back to Jordan Henderson. It's 2-0. And Captain Fantastic makes it 2 for Liverpool. And we are in trouble, lads. It again, slightly unlucky. Mings does it well. We probably just don't pick up this run. It's a variation. Just falls back perfectly to Henderson. Our keeper should have bailed us out with the first one. That one there, no one's going to bail us out. Since the second goal, though, a little bit of a reaction from the Villa boys. Getting a few shots away. But Liverpool are absolutely dominating with chances created. But a chance maybe on half-time. We're good from building out from the back. Martinez actually goes down the middle to Sanson, which is fine. Ollie Watkins now. Danny Ings with a run down the centre. Look for Leon Bailey with a big switch. That's fine. Bailey inside. Bundia. Bailey got a score. And it's a lifeline. Leon Bailey, Bundia, well played out. From back to front, we go coast to coast. And right on half-time in the snow, it is 2-1 Liverpool. Away back in here for Villa. Who knows? We dare to dream at half-time. It's an important goal. At 2-0 half-time, I think Liverpool just going to run away with it. Bundia and Leon Bailey showed a little bit of class they have that they brought into this Villa squad. And I tell you what, it's game on here at Villa Park. And we just need one more to get something out of it. Our first shot on target has gone in. I'm happy with that, boys. Bailey does not... He's never impressed with anything, that boy. But there we are. Oh, my God, corner. Here we go. We're good from these. Bailey now. Bundia. He goes front stick. Konsa. Bundia. Ball in. It's cleared away. Need to pick this up here. Sanson now. Got to find feet. Instead, he goes by himself. Sanson. Ball in the box. Cleared away by Virgil. This is where Liverpool good on the break. Mane now. Running at ya. If you don't score from the corner against Liverpool, they hit you on the break. Mo Salah now. Martinez gets dinked. And Salah scores. And just like that, we thought it was our moment. And just so often, like Liverpool in real life, they don't mind defending corners because usually it means they go on the break with those boys. Mane and Salah link up. It's 3-1 and it's going to be very tough from here. But yeah, we're usually pretty good from the set piece as well. Unfortunately for ourselves, Bundi's cross didn't find anyone and that's what happens down the other end. And we are 3-1 down and deservedly, we deserve to be down by a couple of goals. Arias just throw in. Bundia ain't going to win that. He's a throw to his feet there. McGinn, Sanson, McGinn. Can't get pressed his Sanson, Liverpool pressing like they normally do. Back to Mings. Good touch from Mings. Ball out to Matty is good. We got an overload out here. Matty goes himself. Ollie Watkins! Oh, it's taken a deflection. I think Allison would have had it covered. It's taken a deflection. It's gone in. It's 3-2. You never know. You never know. We're fighting, and that's exactly what we need to do. Just keep on fighting. Big press from Liverpool, but we work the overload, a 2v1 on the left-hand side. And in the end, Ollie Watkins' shot takes a slight defection there of Virgil van Dijk, I think. It looks like it is Virg. Click on Gomez. It was Gomez, never mind. And it is 3-2 Liverpool in an absolutely storming game. Another highlight here. Now, Liverpool going to be good from building out from the back because they're Liverpool. But maybe we can press it. Fabinho, Becker. Trying to force them long. And in the end, we get the long ball from Virgil. We needed to win that one there. Messi gets there first. Good ball out from Virgil. But we win it back here. Matty now. That's dumb. You just work so hard to get the ball back. So let's give it back to Liverpool. And Robertson's ball out to Messi is unreal. And here goes Lionel Messi driving inside. Messi. Still going with Lionel Messi. Still going Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi, ball into Mane. Cleared away. Fabinho wins that back. Emi Buendia now headers into Watkins. And now we go on the re-break now. Ollie Watkins beats one, beats two. Ollie Watkins, what a run. Ollie Watkins! Oh, it's Becker. Alisson Becker, one of the world's best, makes a good one-on-one save. And just like that, we had a moment to get back into it. And there we go. It's a free kick for Messi. He's about to make a change. Messi's ball in. Virgil knows how to win a header, but straight at Martinez. We live the fight another day. Bailey on a booking, not having the best of game out there. Buendia can go wide. Leon Bailey's going to come off, and we're going to get Maximilian Meyer to come in the hole, but just be a little bit more withdrawn, really work the ball. Ollie Watkins has got a goal, but hasn't really played overly great, and Trezeguet is going to come out there because he's been in good form. Double change here, so we need to come back into the game. Not going to change the system, but there we are. And saying that, if we score, we'll rethink from this long ball. And Danny Ings, poor touch from Danny. He's not had the best of day either, but I'm not taking him off because he can change a game in a heartbeat, can Danny Ings. Mane now, Robertson gets goal side. We do well there, Leon Bailey. Fabinho now, still going. Robertson, build out well, don't they, Liverpool? Virgil now, looks channel, Sanson wins. Watkins on it again. We might not take him off at the minute. He's just not had the best of games. His end product hasn't been great. He's a little lucky with the goal, obviously. Ball, Danny Ings! Oh, he's hit the post! What a ball! Danny Ings has got to finish. You put your house on him and he hits the post. Danny boy. Oh no, Danny boy. In the end, it's Arias. He goes looking for Trezeguet. It's a poor ball. You don't give this guy time to run at you. Messi. Oh my God, Matty Target. What a tackle. But still falls back to Messi. And look at him go again. He just runs the other way. Good tackle again. Emi Buendia works hard. He gets back on it. Can we build now? McGinn. We've definitely come into this game. Liverpool. Liverpool. What's the word I'm looking for here? I don't want to say that they're what I want to say because it's a bit rude, but they're panicking is what I'm going to say. Anyway, Trezeguet, Ings gets there, does he? Does get there, steps on it, needs numbers back. Morgans and Sanson, Becker again. Alisson Becker, what a save. Alisson Becker, what a save. Bundy's going to come off. Traore's going to come on. It has been a game for the ages here. Can we find one with 5 minutes to go? Time ticks and ticks and ticks. Is there a highlight football manager? There isn't. Liverpool got to thank the big man in goals. Alisson Becker's, he's made a couple massive saves, 6.5. Look at the two saves he's made. In the end, we give Liverpool an absolutely rip-snorting game. We do go on the other side of it, though, and lose 3-2, but we can take some confidence out of that. We stepped up, and at both times, Liverpool goes 2 goals ahead, and you think we're going to get pumped. We turned around and gave a Liverpool side that started with Salah, Messi, Mane, Henderson, Fabinho, Van Dijk, Gomez, Robertson, Trent. What a world-class squad, huh? We lose 3-2, and look, unlucky boys, that was pretty well played. We could take a lot out of that. A lot out of that. A lot of positives. And that's what we can take out of that. We slide in the 5th. Our dream start of us being the real deal is probably over now as we play the harder fixtures. But hey, look, it's all about us getting points. We're undefeated in 6. And there we go. So, a pass mark. I said 4 points wouldn't be bad over these few games. We said obviously we can get 6 points. It wouldn't be bad as well. We should have had 6 points because we should have beaten Palace. Unfortunately, we didn't. And against Liverpool, we put up a good fight, but we didn't win that one either. But we did beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, and there was a lot of positives in that. Feel like we lack a couple little class players. A player to run the middle of the park, definitely needed. I do think maybe, just maybe, we need a better keeper than Martinez, which does hurt because he is a very good keeper in real life. Anyway, from Damo and everybody else here, I'll see you next time. We will have a doubleheader against City and Spurs to cap off this big run of fixtures, and hopefully we can do the job against City and Spurs and continue on our march to European football. Will we finish there? Who knows? Let me know in the comment section below. From Damo and everybody else here, I'll see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.